With the game now, you're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field, kind of drip is a skill. It's a high school bill, ain't nothing to the hill.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
He was brought down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray escaping the pressure right. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. First down, Murray. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 37-yard line. Here's a give to Dobbins, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. Let's bring it. 56. Let's bring it. 25. Check 25.
On the ground is Singletary. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Williams on the
So
stop.
we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Ravens' 41-yard line.
Now Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
At the 4-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Flush to it. And Kyler Murray cannot get away. They drag him down to the end zone for 2 points. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. From the pistol, it's Foster. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll go to work with a little momentum following the free kick. 1st and 10. Singletary to get the drive started. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
20-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake. Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 40 yards. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
14. Bills 2.
Murray now on 1st down. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And 5 at the Bills' 15-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. He's at the 50. 30. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
A 1st down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Allen. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
To kick off for Buffalo.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. Their young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Allen running the option to the left. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Singletary, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon.
T.J. Yeldon, the ball carrier. He was tackled at the 46-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And able to find John Brown. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
At the 47-yard line.
Carry now for Yeldon. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 40.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. First down and more for Allen. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach and probably his agent, too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The tackle made.
Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
2 yards on.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Steps away to his left. He's good. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
58, right over there.
A give to Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And more, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. From the 29, Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
15 yards. First down, Baltimore.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
45-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray, he'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 11.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his second touchdown here in this first half. As the Ravens push further out in front. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Bills 12. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Quinnen Williams. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
58, boys, 58, 58.
From the gun, it's Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for John Brown. Incomplete. Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
58, come on. 50. Middle. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Down 10. At the 16-yard
So with
line.
4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So we're at halftime of this AFC wild card matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Brought down.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Allen. It's caught left side by John Brown. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
A gain of 10.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 33 yards. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen, he's going deep for Brown. He's got a man, complete. Past the 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Bills cut into that lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Ravens 31, Bills 20.
And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
He gives it up. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Derek Wolfe that time, the one who got in there to make the play.
42.
Now on 2nd and 13. Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Singletary. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
26-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go right back to Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, 26 yards. And the Bills draw a bit closer.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball, too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And he will find the end zone again, so he gets the touchdown and the two-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Chris Moore returning it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
On play action, it's Murray. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
First down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Murray now on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. On it, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Ravens will add on to their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Bills. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Devin Singletary, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the give, this is Singletary. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
48 month. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Allen, hard throw, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
A 54-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a game.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Dobbins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Throwing on first down, Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Murray's pass.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. To return is Roberts. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. Being chased out left. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. And brought... down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
1st and goal, Baltimore.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Dobbins. he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Allen to throw. The left side caught by Diggs. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Here we go, D.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.
They don't know my